welcome to another YouTube video, and today we're talking about how I actually set up my filming. So we're right now, as you've just seen, in my shed. It's just something in my garden, and I always seem to pick the coldest, rainiest days to film. I've seen the days we're just stuck in the house not doing a lot, and the days I end up filming. So today you're going to see how I set it all up, because right now, as you can see, it's dark, the lighting's rubbish, nothing's turned on. So we're going to go through and show you how I set it all up, and then what I do to film all my videos. And just about every single one you've ever seen has been entirely filmed with my phone. All right, I am slowly upgrading stuff and slowly getting some interesting things going on, but I'd literally say if you go through my videos, 99% of them have been filmed just using a phone, an iPhone, and that is it for all the filming process. So we're gonna go through and show you how I do that, and then what I do. Now the first step is I need to get all this turned on, so I'll go through and show you how I do that. So to start us off, we've got this cool little light up here. I think we got this from IKEA. It just turns on like that, nice little bright light. And then I've got some lights stuck to the back of it, which I need to point that there, and then you can see those kind of lights come on at the back, which are pretty cool. I need to plug this wire in because there's no on-off switch for that one, so if I just plug that wire in, and then that one comes up which says on air with my little teacher planner there, which really struggles to stand up, as you can see. So I'm going to stand that up for you in a second, but there you go, that one is on air. And then reaching over there, let's move these big lights up, I'll show you those in a second. We've got this one, again, just says Mr. W Teaching, name of the channel. Thank you for subscribing to us if you do already. And then we've got these big lights, which I've had since I very first started. So when I first started filming, I knew the one thing I needed was decent lighting. That's why I kind of watched all the videos, and they all said that I needed some decent lighting, and so I put those on. I think I got them off eBay or Amazon, and they're great big lights, and they just sit here and point that way. So there you go. Already you can see it's getting a bit lighter. You can see the big lights there. You can see the lights in the background there, and then I sit in that comfy chair. And that's how we get set up. So I'm now going to go through and kind of show you the ins and outs of what we do. So here you go, you can see we're now sat here. Now I've got another chair here, which isn't normally there, but I thought I'd leave it there just for today to show you kind of the reality of things. So this normally does stand up, which I just can't seem to get it to stand up today. I don't know why, but that normally does stand up saying on it. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Okay, we got on air as well. So all those bits in the background, they just add a little bit of depth to it, add a little bit of interest in the background. I did want to make it, and as you can see, it's freezing in here. It's a really cold shed. I mean, it's like 7 degrees or something today, and I did insulate this a little bit. So, like, if you can see the boards here, behind there is all kind of this kind of insulation-y stuff, which is meant to keep it warm, and it does hold the heat in a bit. But when there's no heat in here to begin with, it's cold, and the radiator, well, it's expensive, and B, it takes ages to warm up. So sometimes I do try and film like when the dry's, and you see the dry back here, or just what you want it in the background of a YouTube video. When the dry's done, I'll try and film video just after that, because it does hold the heat in for an hour or so. But yeah, it's cold. Anyway, back to what you saw me bring in earlier. So first thing we've got is one of these. Now these are amazing. So you can see there, they're little clamps for phones, and I think I've got 3 of these now, which I've only ever got 2, but they actually sent me 2 once when I ordered another one. So I have got 3, which is just amazing. But yeah, the phone is currently on one right now, attached to kind of the Kallax cubes behind that you just saw with all the football card stuff on, which is another thing I kind of do. But yeah, you got these, and this is what holds the phones, because you can see they're extendable. You just clamp them onto the table using these clamps. They clamp straight on, and you can pivot that around to where you want the phone to be, what portrait, landscape, whatever kind of angle you want. Fantastic. So yeah, whenever I'm sat doing any filming like this, then they're what I use to kind of get the angle that I want and get the camera where I want it. I have also got a few of these. Now I did have 2. I had a smaller one, and this one obviously extends, legs come out, and is a bigger one. The smaller one has now broken, so I did need to kind of find just another smaller one, because it was really handy to have just a teeny tiny one. But this one, again, up and down, you can point it upwards, sideways, left, right, whatever way you want, twist it around. Again, it's just perfect to have kind of, you're filming something in the kitchen, like a video about the Ninja cooker that we have, and I can just sit it on the countertop, pointing at me, get on with what I'm doing. Again, perfect, and no need to have to clamp it to anything, just sits straight on top. So they're the kind of tripod-y stand kind of things I use. And I will try and find links to stuff and that kind of thing, but basically just Google it, and it's not, you know, they're kind of the top few I bought. The cheapest ones that look pretty good is what I generally aim for, value for money, that kind of thing. So then we just kind of talk at the camera. Now, if you are interested in how I edit videos as well, I'm going to do a little bit about how I use iMovie, because again, we've got a MacBook, which obviously they are quite expensive, but then iMovie is completely free on it, and it does perfectly good stuff for the kind of editing that I do. I don't edit things really, really fancy, especially at the minute we're putting a video every single day for Vlogmas. Then these are just kind of quick chops, changes, anything that's kind of looking a bit dodgy. I kind of edit those bits out and then use the rest of it. So this is how I film in the shed. All right, now, it's nothing fantastic, it's nothing amazing, and someday I wish I'll have a room in a bigger house where we've got a spare room in it, and I'll be able to set everything up in there, computers, lights, soundproofing, all that kind of stuff. I'd love to have all that sort of thing. But I just thought I'd make this, guys, because you know what? There's so many people out there grinding on YouTube. So many people out there making videos on YouTube. And I started all these videos because I love talking about teaching and I love talking about making videos. And I love making the videos. And now it's going into something where actually, you know what? The videos that I make are actually, people are watching them, and that's really, really great. And, you know, I've got lots and lots of people on this channel, so thank you very much if you are supporting me. But I'm still doing exactly the same way I did right at the start. Now, I have put a little bit more money into something like the things in the background. That was a thing we did this summer. But again, the two Calyx, the bookshelf was something we already had in the house anyway, and we just decided we wanted to do something else, so I brought that out here. The cubes, someone was giving away on Facebook for free, and so I asked, can I have them? And they said yes. The lighting bits were all kind of like £10, £15 from various shops, so over time, when you get them really cheap, you know, it's not like we have to spend a massive amount of money on doing things, and it does make stuff look better than just having kind of a plain background behind you. So that is how we film all of this stuff. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on any ideas you have for how you think this could be improved, because I am really, really interested in what kind of things you think you'd like to see in the background of a video, or how you'd like to see these videos improve, rather than just me sat talking. Because I know sometimes you don't always want to sit listen to me talking. However, sometimes you might want to sit and listen to me talking in the background while you're doing something else, which is how I listen to most of my interviews. I know right now I'm talking really, really fast, and that's something I do need to work on, slowing down my speech a little bit, because sometimes I can go off on an absolute ramble. And when I do that, then the words get all mixed up together. And when I'm going back and listening to it, I have to think, oh my word, are people actually going to be able to understand what I can do? And if I had the time, I would put subtitles on those bits just to help you guys out a little bit. But I know that I don't always have the time. So yeah, there you go, guys. Tripod, fantastic at filming YouTube videos. Extension arm, fantastic film stuff, especially if you're filming some kind of top-down bits, which I do quite a lot at the minute for another channel that I'm running all about, kind of football cards and that kind of thing. We do a lot of top-down opening up cards and having a look to see what's inside, so that's always interesting too. So that's all the stuff that we do on the channel. This is how I run it, and it is all just by using a phone, guys, all right? There's a couple of bits added in, but everything is filmed on a phone. We don't have any fancy cameras, fancy microphones, that kind of thing. And you know what? I'm quite happy with how it's going. I'm quite proud of it. So thank you very much for watching everything, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.